no, no, no. I'm afraid it's going to, my camera is this way because otherwise my stupid little tripod is going to topple over. So sorry it's not horizontal, guys. Hi, Cop. Hi, V-Stag. Say hi, Bella. I got Bella with me so I don't die of boredom in the car. She's in serious need of a haircut, aren't you? Serious need of a haircut. I'm gonna try not to miss any comments because they disappear. They pop up and then they immediately disappear. So I'll try to catch everything. Trying to keep from dying of boredom here in the car while I wait for my son. Hi, Phoenix, who is inside Taco Bell working. So when I am hungry, I can just go in there and get something. It'd be nice if they would give it to me for free. But everybody in there knows me because they know I'm his mother. Wait, what? Did I say Ian's name and now you're looking for him? Huh? How is everybody? I didn't plan this live originally, but then I was like, you know what? If nobody else is going to be going live and doing any streams, then I'm going to die of boredom. So I figured I might as well do a stream and see who pops in. And I always, at some point, I'll have to let her out of the car to potty. Because honestly, it is 1 o'clock and I'm going to be sitting here till 4. Because my son works till 4 today. So it makes more sense to me to stay here because, I mean, granted, I'm not making any money doing any food deliveries, but I live 45 minutes away from here. So it doesn't make sense to me to really... Hey, Curly Bunny. Hi, Jeremy. It doesn't make sense to me to come all the way here 45 minutes to drop him off, only to drive 45 minutes home and then have to come back again to pick him up and go back again to go home. So I just chill here. Everybody inside that he works with is like, now that's a dedicated mother. They're like, you have a good mother, Ian. So, turning off the car, I'm getting toasty. So every now and then I turn it on just so I don't freeze. Warm myself back up, turn it back off so I don't waste gas. And Bella didn't appear in the live stream yesterday because she was hiding. Right? You were hiding. I wish the comments would stay up. I don't need to look at myself. It's just making me look at myself when I want to see the comments, not myself. Ooh, Priscilla has a t-shirt machine. I knew somebody else who had a t-shirt machine, and I would love to get one, but I don't think they're cheap. Hey, Bella. Say hi. Say hi. So, yeah, just chilling in the car. I'm bored. Although you can't be bored on eMoney's stream. Cop says, hi, Bella. Hi, Bella. She needs a haircut so bad. So bad. Look at these feet. So bad. Can't even see the paw pads. Need a haircut. Thank you, Bunny. She'll look prettier once she's got a haircut. She's pretty shaggy. And she's not a fan of having her face trimmed. See that? I can't even touch it. So it never looks as good as I'd want it to look. Especially because I like to get up over her nose and around her eyes so she can see, and so we could see her eyes, but she does not like to have it done. Do you? She loves going for car rides, so even though she's sitting in the car with me for hours, she doesn't like to stay home. She likes to come with, so. Are you looking at the people coming out of Taco Bell? Bunny, I live in Indiana, so yeah, we've got some snow. Not a lot of snow. This was our biggest, I think, snowfall all winter so far. So, and we're supposed to get a little bit more, but we might not. I mean, it's already, what we got is already starting to melt. Over here I can see some green grass, actually. But it's about 35 degrees right now, Fahrenheit. I would scroll through comments if I could see them. I can't. Oh, now I can. Hey, all I gotta do is touch the screen. I just learned something. Ha! My other dog cop, that is Brinley. She's not really itty bitty. She's about 50 pounds. So, oh, I just got a notification from my husband because I put the gas in and he asked me how much it was. Let's see if I can, I don't know if I can text him while I'm on the live stream. If I disappear, I hope I don't disappear. Oh, am I back? Am I back? I think I killed it because I texted him back the amount of gas I put in. Yeah, so this is Bella. She's 3 years old. She's a Shih Tzu. And then I have Brinley at home, who was in my live stream yesterday. Brinley is 2, and she is an American Bulldog mix. She's half American Bulldog, a quarter German Shepherd, and a quarter Staffordshire Terrier. So she's just a mixture. And then I've got 2 cats and 5 guinea pigs, 2 bunnies, and then fish. Yeah, I didn't know if it would keep streaming even though I couldn't see, but apparently when I pulled up the text messages, I disconnected for a second. But I'm glad I came back. I'm glad it let me come back. Yeah, and everybody mistakes her for a pit. So when I take her for a walk or anything, they're like, oh, what a beautiful pit bull. And I'm like, she's not a pit bull. Her mother was half German Shepherd and half American Bulldog, but her mother had German Shepherd hair, and just basically an American Bulldog face, and otherwise looked a lot like a German Shepherd. But she didn't get the German Shepherd hair. None of her babies ever had her hair. They always had the short American Bulldog hair. They all look like Dad. Have I ever taken the guinea pigs on road trips? Augie has gone with us once, right before Christmas when we only had Augie, our one guinea pig. He came with us to Chicago, which was really easy. His cage just folded up and fit in my suitcase. And then I had Fleece, and when we got I smuggled him into the hotel in a soft carrier that looked like a little duffel bag. And he came into the hotel room and I set it up and he was good. It'll be a little harder now with 5 of them, but she still sheds a lot and she doesn't like to be brushed. So it's weird. Like if I pull out the brush to brush her, to de-shed her a little bit, she gets wild. She'll run around and she sees the brush, it's like, it's time to tear around the house. And I'm like, no, I want to de-shed you. The only way I can really de-shed her to get a lot of her loose undercoat out is if she has a bath, and then I can high velocity dry her and it blows all the hair out. see. I'm just scrolling through to see if I missed anything. Hi, Dylan. Dylan joined me on the live stream last night. I've got my tiny little tripod like balanced on my steering wheel. Such a good girl. You are. She's such a good little traveler. She'll just sleep on me. Even when I'm driving, she'll just sleep on my lap. She does not like to be on anybody else's lap in the car. If I'm in the car, she has to be on top of me. I don't know. I think she's a mama. She loves her daddy, though. But if we're both in the car, she sits on me. Oh yeah, see, Phoenix, I have the 5 guinea pigs, 2 rabbits, 2 cats, 2 dogs. So 11 pets, not including all the fish. And the funny thing is, my family, my parents and my sister and all my other family live in Canada, which is where I was born. I was born in Ontario, Northern Ontario, and I moved here to Indiana back in '99 when I married my son's father, and because he was from here. And in when Ian was 5, we got divorced, and I would have moved back, except I didn't want to take him away from his dad. That was my husband again. I didn't want to take him away from his dad, and I didn't want to have to be away from him if he was staying here with his dad, or, you know, long visitations for the travel. So I just stayed here. But the funny thing is, with all these, my mother is a very opinionated person. Shh, don't tell her. So every time I got an animal, she was like, you don't need that many. Because at one point we had 4 cats. But in 2014, we had to put one of them down. And then back in April, we had to put another one down. But every time I got another animal, she'd criticize me that, you know, we're wasting money on pets and we should be, you know, saving our money and, you know, this and that and this and that. So right now, she knows about my 2 cats and my 2 dogs and my fish. She does not know about the bunnies and the guinea pigs, so shh. I'm trying to avoid criticism. When they come and visit, they stay in a hotel, and they very rarely come actually to our house, which I'm actually good about because she also criticizes my housekeeping. So I just much rather hang out at the hotel. You know, we go for walks, we, you know, hang out and do other things, but they don't come into my house very much, so I can hide the other animals from her. I'm terrible. Yep, Roadrunner, my Roadrunner notification. Hi, HPS. Ooh. She looks so amused. So amused. Hi, Crystal. Oh, you need your nails trimmed too. A haircut and a nail trim. Both things she's not fond of. Yay me. I groom her myself. I used to be a dog groomer, so I do groom her myself. At least I can save money that way. But And she's been groomed by me since she was a baby, but she hates it. She hates it. And it's so annoying. She acts, especially when I'm working on her feet and stuff, and her face, she acts like I'm killing her. And I'm not. It wouldn't be so bad if she would just stay still and let me do it. Just let me do it. It would be over fast. No muss, no fuss. But nope, she fusses. Thanks for stopping in, Jeremy. Oh. She sees people coming out of Taco Bell. Hold on. Hey, are you on break?
Yep.
Ian's on break, guys. I'm live. Say hi.
Hello.
They can't see you, but so he's on break. I don't know if I should bring you guys in because they can't hear you, and I'll just talk.
Our boss is currently in there, so probably not.
No, the boss is inside, so I can't stream you inside. You can get whatever you're getting and come in the car, can't you?
Yeah, I could.
Okay. All right, so he's gonna get himself something to eat. Maybe I should tell him, hey, get me something. And Ian will join us in the car while he's on break. He's having an early break. Yeah, yesterday he was like, do you want something? I'll just say it's for me, because when he's working, he gets free food all day long while he's working. So, but it has to be for him. So he said, what do you want? I'll just say it's for me. And I'm like, oh, just get me a couple of cheese roll-ups because, you know, they're cheap, and it was just something to tide me over till we got home. Hey, E-Money. Ian's about to join us because he's on break at work. He just came out, said he's on break, but I can't bring you guys in because the boss is in there, and they're not allowed to have cameras in there, like, other than business cameras, I guess. Yeah, he gets, when I used to work at McDonald's, I got a free meal, one free meal when I worked. But, Bella's getting excited because Ian's coming. Ian's coming. There's Ian. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay. I should have had you get me something. So, I gotta move my drink here. Let's see. There's Ian.
Hello.
Ian, hard worker on his break. Bella, is Ian here? Is Ian here? Yes. So he gets 15 minutes and then he's got to go back. Oh, he got me Cinnabites, you guys.
Cinnabites?
What are they?
Cinnabons.
Cinnabons, but they're little bites. Have you guys had these? They're so good. Now I can't talk because my mouth is full. David gets the runs from Taco Bell. I'm sure he'll be very happy to know you told everybody that. We like Taco Bell. We don't run to the border. We didn't have Taco Bell where I lived in Canada. We had Taco Time. But I loved it. It was very similar, but the burritos were, or not the burritos, the actual soft tacos were like burritos. They were huge. I would fill up on one. The soft tacos from Taco Bell, when I moved here and I got a soft taco, I was so disappointed.
Well,
so everyone's saying
for you to have more.
Yeah. Everyone's saying hi, Ian.
Well,
my hard worker. He's got more money than I have right now. Because I'm broke. I mean, we have money for our household bills and things like that, but my spending money is... He's richer than me right now.
that's because you decided to get 5 guinea pigs.
Yeah. All my spending money goes to my animals. Punk Taco. That's a radio station. What's spending money? I don't know. I haven't had any for a good long time. I need it. Napkin. Did you bring one of those?
Just lick it off or something. It's just cinnamon.
I will when my mouth's not full.
I have 10 minutes.
Bye, Diva. Oh no. See? An ad popped up. I'm still here. Good. I get pop-ups on my phone all the time and it drives me insane.
Yeah, I stopped getting those a while back. I don't know what's with it.
I don't know. They pop up on me all the time. When I'm in the middle of making a video to post on YouTube, it cuts off my video and then I have little snippets I have to keep editing together because it's not one long one because it cuts me off when I'm in the middle of a video. Punk Tacos Slammin' Radio Show from Colorado. Huh.
Everyone say Colorado. Nothing. That's a little video that you won't recognize. It's funny though.
Oh, I missed when Diva came in. I'm horrible. It's because the chat pops up and then disappears on me. I said bye to her. I didn't say hi to her. Say hi, Bella. Yes, Shaggy Ragamuffin you. Now I'm warm. I was always turning on the car so that I wasn't freezing, and now I'm warm. Oh, he pulled up a video. What was it? Say Colorado?
Yep.
Say Colorado.
Then a guy in a giraffe suit flies across the screen saying, "I'm a giraffe."
What video is that? Everyone can look at it. What's it called?
Say Colorado, I'm a
Say
giraffe.
Colorado, I'm a giraffe on YouTube. Look that up. He just showed it to me. Ian, what's your favorite video game? Curly Bunny EMT is asking.
Destiny.
Destiny. He is, yes. He hides out in his room and plays that all day long.
At least until my PlayStation crapped out.
Yes, until Did you fix the problem?
No. I still need to buy one of those cards.
And last night, after I finished my live stream, he handed me this itty bitty tiny little controller from his Switch, and we played Super Smash Bros. And I have no idea what I'm doing. I was just like smacking buttons, and if I got to beat him up, yay. Otherwise, I died most of the time. Do you like Mortal Kombat, Ian?
It's not bad.
Yeah, there's and he had me play. I talked about this a little bit last night in my live stream, but he bought well, because I had to be there because he's too young to buy it, but
Yeah.
He bought Until Dawn, the horror game. Oh my gosh. I am not good with jump scares, you guys. And he had me play it. He wasn't going to play it because he's seen on YouTube, he's watched other gamers play it. So he kind of knew how it was going to go. So he had me play it. And yeah, I don't do well with jump scares. It's a good game though. It is. I didn't finish playing it, but I kind of cheated after I played it a little bit, and I went on YouTube and I watched other gamers play it, and those jump scares were getting me even watching them play it, but I feel safer watching other people play it. Pong. I haven't played Pong in I don't even know how long. The itty bitty controllers are cool. I was like, what do you do with this little thing?
It's like the one of the older controllers, I forget what it's called, was just a joystick and a button.
Yeah, I wish, like, because earlier I said my mother likes to criticize. She criticizes him with how often he's on, playing video games and things like that. So rather than, she was trying to get him to do other things when we were visiting. And I was like, what you could do is, Ian, what kind of video games do you like? And sit down with him and let him talk about it and play a game with him, even if you're no good. I'm no good. I die all the time. I don't know what I'm doing. When I was playing Until Dawn, they have the quick time events that you got to push the buttons at certain times, different buttons. I couldn't keep up because I don't know the controller very well. But I do it. So rather than criticizing him, get to know his interests. Gameplay Gauntlet. I haven't heard of that. Have you heard of Gauntlet?
Not off the top of my head. That's a fairly generic name.
What'd you say?
Not off the top of my head. That's a fairly generic name.
He said with old school. Curly Bunny said with an old school game controller. Old school gameplay of Gauntlet with the old school game controller.
Well, I have 3 minutes, so I should get
All right, Ian's got to head back to work, so bye, Ian. We'll see you at 4. Oh, Bella's like, he's leaving. She's got to watch him. Off to work he goes. So, yeah, that's my little baby. He's not a baby anymore. He'll be a senior in high school in the fall. He's growing up. And then my stepkids are even older. My stepson is 21 and my stepdaughter is 19. She'll be actually 20 in February. I feel old. At least I didn't give birth to either of them. But still. Yeah, and Ian does well in school. I mean, he slacks off a little bit, but he's homeschooled. There's a whole big story behind that. But he does well with it, but he doesn't have a lot of supervision when he's at his dad's and homeschooling, so he's got ADD, so he'll slack off sometimes. But otherwise, his grades are good. When he was in public school, he had straight A's. He was on the honor roll. He's a good kid. He really is. And he doesn't get into trouble like a lot of other teenagers his age. He's a good kid. I mean, the biggest problem I have with him is a lot of video games and reminding him to do chores. He's good. He doesn't talk back. He's very respectful. I know. Well, I didn't know how old she was, but yeah, happy birthday, Bunny. Now, my stepchildren, on the other hand, gave me, I dye my hair, but if it wasn't dyed, you'd see all sorts of gray hair. They were seriously going to be the death of me. They were the complete opposite of him. Not very respectful. Getting into trouble. Yeah. My stepson, when he was in high school, got expelled. My stepdaughter's been arrested twice. So, yeah. The gray hairs are there. But they were also raised a lot differently by their mother. So she didn't really have a lot of rules and guidelines. So when they came to live with us, they balked at the rules and guidelines because they weren't used to that, and they did not like to be told that they could or they couldn't do something. Cop, be good. You need a bath too. I'm kind of smelly. Well, I'm glad he came out here. I told him because he had break one other time, and I'm like, you could have told me you were on break. I would have come in. But since happened to be live this time, I'm glad he came out here. You looking at all the people walking around out there? Huh? Ouch. I was wondering why my finger hurt, and I apparently have a hay splinter. I fed the rabbits and the guinea pigs their hay this morning, and I apparently have a hay splinter in my baby finger, and it hurts and I can't get it out. I need tweezers. Petsotics Ian works at Taco Bell. So I'm sitting outside Taco Bell in the parking lot in my car until he's off, because I live 45 minutes away. His dad lives here, and he lives most of the time with his dad, unfortunately. Not by my choice, not by his choice, not by Ian's choice. He would prefer to live with me, but his dad won't. It's a huge, huge story. But since he lives here most of the time, his job is here. So when he's with me this weekend, and since he had to work yesterday and today, it was my responsibility to get him here, and I'd rather just stay here rather than driving 45 minutes here to drop him off, drive 45 minutes home just to turn around and do it again later when he's off. So I just decided I'd hang out here. DoorDash is pretty cool. I signed up on the app. They do a background check, and they actually did not ask anything about my car, about insurance, or anything like that. But once I got signed up, they sent me a hot bag, insulated bag in the mail with a card, which is what you use when there are orders that need to be paid for. You don't use your own money, so that's good. And when you sign in, when there is an order, it will send it to the best person that's door dashing. And sometimes they don't, I think, because there was one that I got the other day that the trip to the restaurant and to the home to deliver the food would have been like 17 miles. And I'm like, I'm not doing that, because I wasn't even going to be making $1 a mile on what I'd earn off of that order. So I was like, I'm not doing that. That's stupid. So I decline it. So you can decline orders, but they do recommend that you accept as many as possible, because the more you decline, your percentage of acceptance orders will go down. And if your percentages, your ratings and all of that are too low, you can't dash anymore. So I try and I feel like it's getting oversaturated here with too many drivers, because I'm not as busy as I used to be. And the scheduling is a little bit more scarce. Like, it doesn't allow me big blocks of time anymore like it did before. But there are certain restaurants that I don't like to go to, and there are ones that I lost my train, that I do like to go to because of the pay. And as a customer, I've used it. Yeah, as a customer, I've used it probably 4 times. And when you first sign up and make yourself an account as a customer, you should be able to get free delivery. Like, they won't charge you a fee for delivery. and which is when I used it most because I wanted to take advantage of not having to have that fee. And you just go, there's an app that you download. It's I can't remember what it's called now because I have two apps. I have one for ordering food and one as the Dasher. I'll have to let you know. I'll have to look and let you know. But you go in there and it'll have a list of restaurants that are available for you to order from that are close to where you live. If the restaurants are too far, you can't order from them. So there's like a radius around where you live. And you place the order on the DoorDash site. And then DoorDash calls the restaurant and places the order for you. You pay online. And then in that app that you order from, it'll tell you who your Dasher is and approximately how long it's going to take for your food to get there. And you can communicate with your Dasher. It's pretty cool. Welcome back, Jeremy. You missed Ian. He had his little 15-minute break from work and came into the car to hang with us for a little bit, and now he's back in there working his butt off. Did that answer your question, Bunny? Cool. It is a little bit more expensive than buying the food directly from the restaurant and getting it yourself. I noticed because I love a certain meal at IHOP, and I noticed that when we eat there, it's cheaper. The meal itself is cheaper than ordering it on the DoorDash site. They jack up the price a little bit, DoorDash does, so that they can earn more money. So basically, you're going to spend a little bit extra just for the convenience of having it delivered to you, not just the delivery fee once they don't give it free anymore. But some of the cost of the food is a little higher than it normally is in the restaurant. Excuse me. Can I put my drink back there? Make sure I didn't miss anything. Don't think I did. Yeah, go ahead and try it, because if you haven't used it before, you should get free delivery. I think I got free delivery for a month. So if you only use it once in that month, you'll only get it that one time. But from the time you sign up, or from the first delivery, it'll start counting a month's worth of days. And once that month is up, no more free delivery. But I think the last time I looked for the restaurant that I ordered from, I think it was $3.99 for the delivery fee. So it's not too horrible. And I know that my house isn't necessarily easy to find. We're missing a house number. Our house number is 4 digits, and one of the digits is missing. So, and we've got these huge bushes in front of our house. They're awful ugly. I want them pulled out. But and especially in the dark, I know how hard it is to find people's addresses in the dark. So if we order when it's dark, I text them and I'll be like, this is what my house looks like. Huge, big ass bushes in the front. This way you won't miss it, because I know what it's like. I don't like delivering after dark, because I really do think that if anybody wants at any point to get anything delivered to their house, they need to be required to have house numbers that are like this big that light up, because half the time people don't turn on their porch lights. You can't see their tiny little house numbers. Sometimes they don't have numbers at all, and then they get pissy when it takes forever to find their house. So yes, and I don't. Ugh, I hate trying to find. It's hard enough in the daytime when I'm like the one house I have to deliver to, and they don't have a house number. So I'm like, well, it's not this one. It must be this one. Process of elimination. And apartment numbers. Oh, apartments are. I don't know who created the sequence of numbers. They're not in order half the time, and it takes me forever to find apartments. Jeremy, trim the bushes. They're so tall. There's a portion of the bush too, like in the middle of it. It's so tall and we can't trim. Like there's a overgrown piece that my husband can't even reach. So they get nicely trimmed in the summer, except for this big old thing in the middle because we can't reach it. We just need to take the whole thing down because when people around town litter, we've got a gas station nearby, and they throw their trash on the ground or whatever. Our bushes like to be trash catchers. So we look like horrible people that have trash all in our yard because the bushes catch them. Pizza. Are you hot? Do you need to open the window a bit? You're panting. Here, you want to... She's like, ooh, I can look out the window. Skipped my coffee this morning. I feel like I should go zip over to the McDonald's and get myself an iced mocha. Sounds good to me. My favorite coffee. Oh yeah, see, that would drive me crazy. Because if I can't see it, there are people that will leave me instructions in the delivery instructions and be like, my number isn't facing the street, so I'm like, I have to park in the general vicinity and get out and look for it. And for when I have delivered after dark, I have myself a handy dandy little taser. And on my keychain, I got this thing, so anyone comes at me, I can stab them with it. But I got a little tiny taser that I can stick in my pocket if I need to. I got it in my purse, actually. So this little taser, it's got a flashlight on it. And when I push the button up a little more, it'll turn red. And if I push the button, yeah, right here. Hey. So people stay away from me after dark. Because we've actually had the neighborhood that we live in is safer than like the more southern side of our city. It's kind of a slummy area on the other side. So we're on the better side. And even then, not even a couple of years ago, a little bit over a year ago, not quite 2 years ago, we had a murder. There was a murder like directly across the street from us in the alley. And when Ian always tells me he wants to go walk to the gas station, which is like a 2-minute walk, if that, from our house. At like 9 o'clock at night. I'm like, I don't know. I was like, the alley is closer to our house than the gas station, and I'm gonna send my child out there. And then the gas station's been robbed, and the bank near our house was robbed just last week. So the country is going to shit. Are you happy now you can look outside? Wish we could play music in the background without getting flagged. It's so quiet. We're almost at our hour. We got 15 more minutes. Yay. Is anybody else going live? I got plenty more time to kill. I didn't put my key back, turn my key back on. Yeah, it's almost 2. I'm going to be sitting here till 4, you guys. Somebody stream. Really? For humming a song? That's crazy. Psh. I'm actually surprised then, because I watched, I don't know if anybody watches any ASMR videos. There's one in particular person that I watch. Her name is GB, or at least her channel is ASMR GB. And she did a video, she uploaded a video the other day where she was humming songs. And they were well-known songs. So she's still up. She didn't get flagged. And I listened to that video and I was like, oh, I'm going to fall asleep. Like, it is super relaxing. So if you ever have problems sleeping, listen to some ASMR videos on YouTube. Oh my gosh. Okay, Bunny, thanks for stopping in, and happy birthday. Enjoy your day. Yes, get yourself some food through DoorDash. Have them deliver to you. Hi, Pro Tim. My snuggle buddy. Mwah. Oh, I just saw Ian. He's sweeping the lobby. My hair is in my face now. Look, there's Ian sweeping. There's Ian sweeping. Do you see him? Well, thank you guys for coming in when it's keeping me occupied since I'm sitting in the car chilling for so long. Now that my streams are a little bit more successful than they had been, because a while back I had tried a couple of streams and they were kind of failures. Like, really? Yeah. But it was because I had a lot less subscribers. So all you guys subscribe, you know, the whole subscribe, sharing, sub for sub and all of that kind of thing, that's really helped, because now I've actually got people coming to see the live stream. So that's super cool. Uh-oh, there's a dog in the car that just pulled up next to us. Bella's gonna go nuts. You see the doggy, Bella?
Hi, Bella.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Bella's talking to the doggy next to her.
Tell him, Bella.
His name is Mookie. Mookie. Okay. Bella's gonna take over the live stream. Her and Mookie next to me they're gonna talk. Get rid of this piece of hair. It's driving me bonkers. I'd wear my glasses, but then I can't see. I need them for far away. I can't read close up with them on. Oh no. Who's Ghost? I can't remember. Mookie's still barking. Oh, your leopard did, and he just decided he doesn't like roaches anymore. Huh. He's on a diet. Just greens now. Yeah, Bella's enthralled. She's watching the dog in the next car. My husband gets home today from out of town. He's entering his busy season for traveling for work, which sucks. Because then with Ian gone at his dad's and him gone for work, I'm home by myself all the time with my animals. And hey, I can hang out with my animals, but they're all I can talk to as well. There's nobody in the house to talk to. This time, at least, he was only gone overnight. He left yesterday morning, and he's getting back probably around dinner time. But I'm missing a snake. Yes, and my husband actually is willing to get a snake. So we have to figure out what, at least for me, it's going to have to be a snake that I don't have to feed anything live to it, unless it's some sort of a bug. Because I'll never be able to feed mice or rats. It's going to have to be a snake that I could feed already dead things to it. You hear that? That was a notification from my Facebook Messenger. That's a dog barking. That was my mother. But he's actually open to a snake. He cut me off of animals, you guys, and he's still willing to get a snake. How does that work? I'm cut off, but he can get a snake. I'm sure, yeah, frozen, thawed, they're already dead. But I mean, I've heard of some people saying that their snakes are picky and they don't want them, you know, dead. They want to be able to hunt them alive, and I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm too soft-hearted. I put myself too often I put myself in the mind of the animal. Be like, oh, I'm sending him to his death. I feel awful. Can I close the window now? Because there's probably a whole ton of people walking by the car wondering why I'm talking to myself. Can I close this? We'll just keep it cracked a little bit. I just wouldn't know what kind of snake to get either. It'd have to be one for more of a beginner because I've never had a snake, so. I also want a beardy that my husband was open to it until I got 5 guinea pigs, and he's like, nope, no more animals. No more animals. I'll have to hit the lottery or something. Have some money coming in that can cover more animals, but he jokes and tells me I have to start charging admission to my house. I'll have to look into those. Are ball pythons still like easy care? I was in the pet store one day and there were a couple people in there. They had a couple of snakes with them. They were their snakes. They brought them in and they let me pet one. And one of them I freaked him out because I came at him like from the front and I spooked him. And I was like, oops, I'm sorry. And they were like, yeah, you're fine. He wasn't going to attack me or anything. I just kind of spooked him with my hand just appeared in front of his face. They were telling me about their snakes. It was kind of cool. I also don't want a snake that's going to get too big that might escape from the enclosure and like swallow up my guinea pigs. You know, that would be bad. That would be bad. Yeah, I'll have to keep a look into it some more because I know he's open to that. Any excuse to get more animals. I'm obsessed. Hi, David. You're still looking at the peoples? The people walking by? Mwah. Bella is our, basically, out of all our pets, she is our emotional support dog. For both me and my husband. I was like, it's a good thing she's only 3 years old and she better stay healthy because, oh my goodness, when she dies, we're going to be lost. She is so good for anxiety and just, you can't be all worked up and uptight with her. Thank you for stopping in though, David. Yeah, dogs are awesome. Dogs are awesome. Aren't you, Bella? And she's so good. Like, when I get out of the car, I just put her on the ground and she won't leave the property. She'll follow me to the front door. When we leave the front door of the house, she'll run ahead of me to the car, but she won't leave the property. She's really, really good. And one day, I thought I had picked up Ian from his dad's, and we got to the house, and Ian went to the door ahead of me and went inside. He unlocked the door and he went inside, and I thought Bella went in with him because she'd run ahead. So I thought she went in with him. So I got in the house. 40 minutes later, I hear barking, and it's just like a distant sounding bark. And I'm like, that sounds like Bella, but where is she? And she wasn't. I called her and she didn't come. I opened up the front door and she's standing at the front of the house at the bottom of the steps looking at me like, let me in. And I was horrified that for 45 minutes, my poor little Bella was standing outside in the dark in front of our house by herself. She didn't leave. She stayed there. Ugh. I felt like such a bad mom. I did. But she didn't leave. Yes. She's a good girl. You're a good girl. You're not spoiled at all. No. I've also taken her when she was a lot younger. I mean, she's 3 now. When she was maybe a year old, maybe she was a little less than a year old, I took her into a place that I used to work. I used to work with the disabled, mentally handicapped, physically handicapped. Used to work with them, and she was a puppy, and I brought her in, and she brought so much joy to those people. there was one girl that just loved her. She was in a wheelchair, and she just wheeled herself around that building with Bella on her lap and just showed her off to everybody. Look who I've got. It was so awesome. She she sleeps in the bed with us, and she likes to sleep on my husband's pillow. My husband does not have a pillow all to himself. He has to share his pillow with her. So it's funny. And our other dog, unfortunately, Brinley has to sleep in her kennel because she gets into too much trouble. She gets into things, so I would love to be able to let her sleep outside of the kennel, because my husband's like, she can't protect us if someone breaks in, if she's in her kennel. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I don't need her trying to get to the bunnies when we're sleeping, because their enclosure is 4 feet high, but she can push it in. So I don't want her to be up to any shenanigans in the middle of the night when we're not knowing what she's doing. So I think the only time she slept in bed with me was when she just got spayed. And she was too doped up to do anything. She just slept in the bed all night. Are you looking at the dog? You trying to look for the dog? There's the doggy right there. Right there. I don't know if anybody else is going live, doing any live streams this afternoon. Yeah, I don't think Brinley would actually attack. I mean, I've seen when she sees people outside through the window, she sounds vicious. And I'm hoping that if anything, the sound of her on the other side of the door will keep people from coming in. I'm hoping, because once they get in, she's just going to jump on them and be all excited and be like, pet me, pet me. But when she's barking at people through the window, she sounds vicious and her hair stands up on her back. So she looks like she would be protective, but she's a pansy. Right? Yes. She sounds more vicious sometimes. It's really funny when we have like food delivery or something, when we get pizza delivered or whatever. She's barking her head off at the pizza delivery guy, and we're like, you're not scaring him. It's funny. She's snarling and barking, and she's not scary. But she wouldn't bite either. She's trying to act tough when she's not. Right? You're not tough. Nope. You need a haircut so bad. A haircut and a bath. Yes. Well, we've hit our hour, guys, so I don't want to keep you. I mean, I have all the time in the world because, like I said, Ian's not off work till 4. I've still got 2 more hours to kill. But there's 3 of us in here, or 3 other than me. And yeah, I'm just happy that we made it an hour and it was fun. And if anybody else is doing a stream, I'll be there because I have nothing else to do right now. If not, I'll probably go through and watch some videos. Thanks for coming, Jeremy. Oh, thank you. Okay, yeah. And I still need to know how to enter that contest or whatever, your giveaway. Oh goodness. Say bye-bye. She's like, why does this stranger know my name? They're going, doggy's going bye-bye. Yeah. They're probably wondering why we're still sitting out here too. Okay. I will do that since once this stream is done, I'll go and do that. Say bye, Mookie. Say bye, Mookie. Mookie the dog in the next car. See ya. So who else is here? I see that there's 4 people in here, unless it's probably going to drop to 3 once Jeremy goes, but who else is here? I need a green screen or something so the background isn't just my car. I need a green screen with a fish tank behind me or something. That would be cool. I could be like, look at all my cool fish, guys, and they're not even real. Well, I think, Bella, that we're going to wrap up this stream. It was fun, and I will see you guys in my next video, in your videos, in any live streams that are happening, so we can hang out some more. So, have a great day, guys.